here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report and Keto Cooking channel, I guess. Um, I ended up doing a video earlier where I prepped what I'm doing because a lot of times I'll come out and I'll just start cooking this stuff, and you guys don't know what I necessarily did to get to this point. So when I did the marinating, I got this beef flap steak. Look at this. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Okay. I ended up taking, this is about 2.5 pounds of meat. I ended up putting the seasoning and stuff on here so you can follow how to do it. Instead of just like buying packets of fajita seasoning, I kind of made my own. So it's like cumin, it's chili powder, it's onion powder, it's garlic powder, um, pepper, salt, Worcestershire sauce, olive oil, and so on. So if you watch that video, you can see exactly what I did, and I did that about maybe about 3.5 hours ago. So that way, the meat will absorb all that goodness in there. So I've got that, and I've got some peppers. I've got some hot peppers actually sliced in here that I grew. Some onions in here. So we're gonna grill this stuff with some butter, and we're gonna basically make like I do with my shrimp bowl. Just gonna do meat, a fajita bowl. So it's gonna be a little bit of lettuce on the bottom, some cheddar cheese, some of the picantes. I got some tomatoes from my tomato plants over here. So I've got that, and we'll end up putting the meat on it. So it's kind of a steak salad. Or if you go to Chipotle, it would be like a steak bowl. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. And I'm gonna go ahead and get me about a third of a stick of butter on here and start melting that for the peppers and onions, and then slap the steak on. Because, well, we like steak. Grab some olive oil too. Got our good old olive oil. So we're gonna get that stuff going. How's everybody doing? I am happy as can be because it's Monday, which means I got my live stream tonight, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Between Zeke Elliott being butthurt, Jerry Jones saying Zeke who, fans saying the hell with Zeke, now see, the great thing about doing this meat does not take long to cook. This is going to be a short video. And you know I like it rare and flavorful. Oh, that smells nice. Oh, that smells nice. We're going to get our peppers and onions on here too. I know one thing. It's hot out here, man. We're in the middle of a heat wave. Hit 98, I think, today. And I think it's more humid now. So I'm gonna turn that because let it get real good and hot. And I'm gonna get some salt and pepper to put on that. So we got all kinds of stuff going on with our Dallas Cowboys. We still don't have a contract for Dak. What's up from Arkansas? How you doing, K9 Cowboys? Dinner, we're having fajita bowls. So we're doing some flap steak, and we've got some peppers and onions. We're gonna put that in a bowl with some guacamole, some sour cream, some cheese, and picante sauce, and it's gonna be really, really filling, and it's gonna be very, very flavorful. So you can look and see what we got here. Put some salt and pepper on the peppers and onions. Woo, Nelly. It's hot out here. Zeke is not even close to the same as those guys. Happy Monday, fajitas time. Oh, I'm always putting my foot in it, my man. You know, listen. I love to cook and I love to eat. So the two things that go together real well. Let me clean this out real quick. All right, so you guys know I'm about saving money, okay? Um, One of the things you can do is late in the season for stuff, seasonal. See, last year I got my smoker over there. Now, all of you guys that don't like propane, turn away. Turn away. Don't listen, okay? But I got my propane smoker, which has a thermostat in it that keeps it exactly at whatever temperature set at. It goes up to 375, but if you want to keep it at 150, it will stay exactly at 150. I don't care whatever. Your wife says the keto diet is bad for me. Screw her. I believe in you, Mark. Okay, well, listen, little Wayne. Like I said, I'm new to it. I started in November, and you guys can judge for yourself. If I end up having a heart attack, a month or two down the road, we can say it was the keto diet. But I gotta say, um, let me move the camera back a little bit here. Some of those pants that I couldn't fit in, I can, and this belt. This belt is 4 notches tighter than it was before. 4 notches, okay? So, like I said, I know that having 30 plus pounds more weight that was not good for my heart. So, here's the thing. It's fun. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this meat over. Don't want to burn my meat. Here's what's funny. I have people who are at McDonald's eating dinner saying, I hear keto diet ain't good for you. Now, here's what I also tell you too. My mother, like none other, and my father. My mother was a country girl. My mother, when I was a kid, we used to have chickens in the backyard. Chicken, no joke. We'd have chicken eggs. And not only that, my mom would actually chop the chicken's head off and would pick the feathers off, and we'd have fresh chicken. I remember a couple of times we'd have a half hog that she would butcher up and stuff, okay? And still today, my dad just turned 80 years old. 80. Let me say that. 80. They garden. He starts off in about February, starts growing his plants and everything else, puts them all out and everything, right? My mother cans everything. Probably right now, as hot as it is, she'll probably have 30 quarts of tomatoes that she's canned. Okay? They garden, and I'm not talking about just a little teeny garden. I'm talking about a big ass garden, okay? And they grow everything. My mom cans everything. She cooks every single day. You go down in their basement. They got peach preserves to peach brandy down in there, okay? You've got, green tomatoes and yellow tomatoes and red tomatoes. She's got homemade spaghetti sauce and everything else. She's got chest freezers, plural, more than one, where she's growing lima beans and stuff, put it in there, right? Let me say again. He's 80, she's 78. She decorates the house. She gets out a 26-foot ladder and she climbs up and puts lights all around the house, the 2 garages, and the whole neighborhood at 80. My dad's been in the hospital once. My mother's only been in the hospital to have us kids. And what they eat is good meat and a lot of vegetables. And I look at them and say, I hope when I get to be 80 that I'm still here, much less going through and doing the things that they do. So, what I'm going to tell you is bad for you is all the shit that we eat that we claim as food. Seriously. When Taco Bell makes fake pepper, why you gotta, and nobody knows what the ingredients were. Why you gotta make fake pepper? Why Subway was putting in a binder in for the bread that they use for mats. That shit's bad for you. Okay, so you can see over here, take a look here. Look at this. Woo! Look at that. We'll take our thermometer and check that temperature. Because you know I don't like my stuff burnt. I like it about 135 to 140. Because that's where it's medium rare is kind of a hot red center.
Mm.
127, 129, 131. Bam. That was definitely good. All right. Now the thing about this grill, I'm gonna get me another one, is it's really, really hot in the front. Not so much in the back because all the burners are tied in with like one burner that crosses to each one of them. And it just is really hot up front and not so much in the back. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Okay, so how you buy things can save you money. So I've been eyeing this. It's one of the griddles. I know you guys have seen the big outdoor griddles. You go to Home Depot, you see those things, right? They're about $250, $300, $350 or so, right? And it's a big griddle. So you're thinking you cook pancakes, you can cook burgers on there and stuff, but you know, it's still a grill. I mean, a griddle, which is great. But if you go to Dick's Sporting Goods, they have one that's a Camp Chief. This piece right here, this is a Camp Chief double burner stove. And I actually have griddles to it, but the problem with it is it has a circular burner on it, and it has a bad hot zone on it in the middle, and it's cold on the outside. It'll work, just not real well. All right, so the Camp Chief one, it's 32 by 19. That's a lot of burgers you can put on there. But it's different than the other ones because the cast iron top comes off of it, and basically you have 4H burners that are in there and regular griddles. So here's my thinking. For the Redskin tailgate, because it's a 1 o'clock game, what we're gonna do is we're gonna show up, have the griddle there first, right? Bam! We can cook bacon, eggs, pancakes, and all that stuff on there for breakfast. And then we can start cooking Jobu wings and have black and blue burgers for lunch. So we can make it an all-day event. So it's breakfast, it's lunch, and all that. Now here's the thing. That one is $350 right now if you go to Dick's Sporting Goods. If you go online, it's like $350 to $400 plus the delivery because it's heavy. But BJ's, where I shop and actually do a lot of my grocery shopping too, because it's the end of the season, they don't want to keep this through the winter. They have them on clearance for $249. Bam. So if I happen to have a party that's a breakfast party, it's gonna sit right here, okay? But I'm also gonna have it for the tailgate. So that'll be another piece of equipment that I'm gonna buy that will cost, it'll be reasonable. And so that's where I saved $200 when I got my smoker last year because I bought it in September. So this is the time of year, like if you want shorts, go buy shorts now because they're dirt cheap. Oh, that's cicadas. That buzzing, it's cicadas. I can hear them there. Yeah, it's cicadas. All right, so take a look at that. Look at that. Oh, we slice this up real nice, put it on the peppers with the cheese and stuff on here. Oh man, come on. Look at that. Almost lost it. Let's take a small piece here and we'll pull it apart. Oh, hold on. Sucker's hot. Look at that. You want to cut it across the grain. The wife is being an official taste tester. Hmm? How is it?
Best off the grill.
My wife says it's best off the grill. So let me ask you while you're standing there.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any problem with me cooking with propane? Do you miss the charcoal taste to it?
Do I know any different?
Okay, I guess not. All right, so that's it. That's it, guys. I'm gonna slice some of this, make my steak bowl, and then I'm gonna get set up for my live stream coming up 9 o'clock. So let me close that up. You guys can take a look real quick. Let me grab a knife. Grab my knife here so we can actually take a closer look at this. I love my outdoor kitchen. Did I tell you guys that? Take a piece of this. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Mm. Oh, yeah. Now, what you want to do with this flap steak is always cut it across the grain. If you cut it with the grain, it's going to be stringy and it's going to be tough. This isn't the best knife in here. My better knives are inside. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, June bug. Look at that. Oh, man. Tell me that's not pretty. Look at this. Oh, delish. That's what I'm talking about. Now, here's what's funny. E2 Blue was mad at me. Because you remember, I was talking to E2 Blue about steak, right? Because he said he liked his steak well done. And I did a video. I'm not worried about Zeke. Zeke's a big boy. And I did a video showing him how to cook steak. I saw him today and he was like, damn it, Mark. He said, I want to bring some steaks over. He said, I followed your recipe and stuff with some New York strip steaks the other night. He's like, they're delicious. Fuck you. You had to be right, didn't you? It's like, yeah, I did. Mmm. Mmm. $5.99 a pound for that flap steak. And I'm going to tell you this. That's better than what you can get at the steakhouse. Or at a lot of places. Now, what you can do with this is, it doesn't have to be for fajitas. You can end up doing it as tacos. Now, again, the problem with tacos is you can't use corn tortillas or flour tortillas. And that's why I do it as a bowl. You can chop it up, make it a steak salad. Or you can just eat it just like this. Or you could do that same seasoning on that for doing shish kebabs. So this is where, and this is what's good for me, is I'm learning to go ahead and cook multiple things at the same time. This is more than what we need for dinner. Because really what you're doing on a keto diet, you're really only eating about 4 ounces of what we're supposed to eat. Unfortunately, what's happened with the American diet is people are overeating. We're used to eating now huge portions. And it's part of the reasons why we're fat. See, when I grew up, I remember when you talked about getting a quarter pounder, it was like, dude, you gonna get a quarter pounder burger? That's a quarter pound of meat, man. That's a lot of meat there. And now you got triple quarter pounders. That's where proportions have just changed and blown up. We used to, check this out, big gulps. Before practice, school would end, we'd have an hour before football practice. We'd walk down to 7-Eleven and we'd get a big gulp. And the big gulp was 32 ounces. And it was just like, damn, man, I'm getting the big gulp. It was like, damn, dude, you getting the big gulp? You gonna be able to drink all that? Maybe we should share that big gulp. And now it's like 64-ounce big gulps. And that's one of the reasons why people are having the problems that they're having. We're eating to the point of just being gutted. So The people who were saying that I hear that keto diet is not good for you. Well, I don't know how many regular eating and regular places we eat are actually good for us. Most of the stuff we get is crap. I can say at least this much. I will eat this and be happy with losing 30, 40, 50 pounds and take my chances than keeping the weight on and eating garbage. How about that? All right, y'all. I'm done. I'm going to go in here and slice some of this steak and make a nice keto bowl. So remember, once you get this done, if you want to have the true keto bowl, you go ahead and put a little bed of lettuce. You know, you don't have to put a whole lot. I like putting a little blue cheese on it. And then I'll put some cheddar cheese. I'll put some guacamole. I'll put picante sauce, fresh made, homemade, and it's real simple to make. You've seen me doing on other ones. Um, some of the steak, sour cream, and you will be full. You will. Look at that. Oh my God! Look at the look. Oh man! Look at the colors. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I'm a tease. All right, guys. So that's it. I'll see you guys live stream. Okay. Yes, Maui. Maui, you're my inspiration. Size 26 to a size 8. Is that what you went from? So, Maui, tell everybody how good keto has been doing for you. Um, so, don't forget, live stream, Dallas Cowboy Talk, 9 o'clock Eastern, man. I'll see you there.